Hello everyone, I'm Shannon, a staff writer for Finder, and today we're going to talk to you about green stocks, including investment risks, major movers, and how you can add a little green to your investment portfolio. Let's dive in. Green stocks are stocks from companies that are involved in the renewable energy sector. Think wind, solar, hydro, geothermal. These are companies that are working to provide clean, green energy as an alternative to fossil fuels. Renewable energy stocks are generally considered to be a socially conscious investment, and whether or not they fit into your investment portfolio depends on your risk tolerance, financial goals, and investment interests. So why invest in green stocks? And why now? Well, for one, the demand for renewable energy is increasing. The International Energy Agency reports that 26% of global electricity generation in 2018 came from renewables. And in 2019, renewable energy had the highest rate of generation growth of all energy sources in the electricity sector. This is an investment category with a lot of potential. And in light of growing environmental concerns, the world has begun to pivot from fossil fuel reliance in pursuit of cleaner energy sources. The more we pivot, the more efficient, cost-effective, and accessible green energy technology becomes. Companies in this sector have the opportunity to grow, big time. But like any investment, green stocks aren't without their risks. One barrier to growth for the renewable energy industry is the high price tag of its technology. Right now, alternative energy tends to be the more expensive option for consumers, and it's hard to compete with the low-cost fuel sources that have been relied on for so many years. Until renewable energy companies can consistently bring down the cost of their technology, consumers may continue to opt for the cheaper alternatives, like fossil fuel. Green stocks are poised for growth, but there's no definitive timeline or trajectory. Yes, the world is collectively pushing towards renewable energy, but this is such a massive undertaking that the payoff for investors could be years in the making. Potential alone is no guarantee of return. So, you're interested in green stocks and you want to add a few to your watch list. The good news is that there are plenty of companies in this investment category. Now, before I get to the stocks, let me make one thing clear. These are not recommendations, but simply options for you to consider. Before buying any stock or fund, spend some time researching the equities to make sure that they are the best fit for your portfolio and risk tolerance. Now, on to the stocks. For a comprehensive renewable energy play, take a look at Brookfield Renewable Partners. Brookfield is one of the larger publicly traded renewable energy companies, and it's well known for its solar, wind, and hydroelectric energy generation assets. It has over 260 facilities, and over the past decade, it's acquired over 6,000 megawatts of hydro and wind power generating capacity. It trades publicly on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol BEP. If you'd like to add some solar stocks to your portfolio, consider First Solar, a solar panel developer headquartered in Tempe, Arizona. It engineers and operates numerous grid-connected PV power plants around the world, and it claims that it can deliver a levelized cost of energy that is cost competitive with fossil fuels. It trades publicly on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol FSLR. And if you're keen to explore wind technology, you may want to consider NextEra Energy Partners. NextEra Partners is a subsidiary of North American energy company NextEra Energy. In 2018, NextEra generated more solar and wind electricity than any other company in the world. It trades publicly on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol NEP. If stocks aren't your game, don't panic. There's more than one way to add green stocks to your portfolio. For those that are seeking broad exposure to the industry, green ETFs may be worth exploring. The Invesco Solar ETF, found under the ticker symbol TAN, tracks an index of over 30 international solar stocks. The First Trust ISE Global Wind Energy Index Fund, found under the ticker symbol FAN, tracks global wind energy stocks. And if you're interested in an ETF that tracks a variety of renewable energy stocks, opt for something like the iShares Global Green Energy ETF or the Invesco Cleantech ETF. Both track large collections of alternative energy stocks and offer comprehensive market exposure. To invest in green stocks, you'll need a brokerage account. If you already have one, you can skip the following step. If not, you'll first want to compare your brokerage account options. When it comes to trading platforms, there is no shortage of options. So take your time, do your research, and narrow down potential platforms by features, fees, research tools, and anything else that you think may impact your trading experience. Found a platform that you like? Next, you will need to open an account. Most online trading platforms ask for basic personal information when you sign up, like your identification and bank information. Then, you'll need to fund your account with a bank transfer, credit card, or debit card. There are a lot of green stocks on the market. Some companies focus exclusively on one form of renewable energy, while others have multiple clean energy operations in the works. Some green stocks are volatile with growth potential, and others are better established and have the financials to show for it. Do some research to start feeling out the market to decide which green stocks will be the best fit for your portfolio. Once you've found a company that you like, search for it by company name or ticker symbol to pinpoint the stock on your trading platform. Once you've found the stock, fill out the details of your order, including how many shares you'd like to purchase and what type of order you would like to submit. Market orders allow you to purchase the stock right away, while limit orders can be used to delay your purchase until the stock reaches your desired price. Once you have filled out your order, all you need to do is submit it to complete the transaction. Congrats! You're a renewable energy investor. You can keep an eye on your investment by logging into your brokerage account. And if you decide that you want to sell, the steps are similar to those required to buy. You can read more about renewable investing and compare your brokerage account options on Finder.com. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know when new Finder videos drop. Thanks for watching.